so I thought it was a lot colder than that this morning. Pop into the workshop early on a Sunday just to try and get ahead on some stuff I need to get done next week. And I find myself so distracted. I think it's something about the quiet. There's nobody else in the complex. There's nobody on the roads. It just really makes me want to tidy things up. So I've been here for nearly an hour now, and I still haven't done any of the work that I came here to take care of. So let's get stuck into that now. So I just need to tack up some Evo 6 air boxes, and I want to tack up the top half of these 10 S14 catch cans. So I have these racks here, and these are ultimately what I want to store my finished products on. I was just getting ready to clean those racks off, and then I just found myself putting pictures up. Like, what the heck are you doing, guy? I just filmed that whole sequence without pushing record. 10 S14 catch cans all tacked up, 3 Evo 6 air boxes, and I had these R32 catch cans tacked up from the other day. I think, as you can see, the workshop is in its usual state of chaos. So there's a few things going on in the background of AT Performance at the moment, and it's really got me thinking about workflow, and specifically how to set the shop up in relation to workflow. And I think it's pretty evident that half the battle is the mess that this shop seems to always be in. So I think now is a good time to start implementing some procedures, with the main focus being products in boxes. And I just spent that whole time out of focus. The other upside to having products in boxes is that there's no delay. If somebody clicks buy, I can slap a label straight on it and get it out the door. I'm going to focus on tidying up this area of the shop and start thinking about processes and procedures to get products in boxes on the rack ready to ship. Okay, made some pretty good progress. Still a lot of work to do, but the real reason for coming into work today was just an excuse to ride my electric skateboard.
The next day.
So every time I turn the camera on, I start with so. I was going to do some work from home this morning. I think they're cutting a trench for the NBN to go in, which is cool, but man, it's annoying. This morning I came to work super early, and on my way in I dropped a memory card. I dropped the memory card from this camera out of my pocket and didn't realise until I got here. Thinking back, I remember hearing it drop and paid no attention to it, and I raced back home to see if I could find it on the road, and it wasn't there. Not a big deal. Losing the memory card is no problem, and it had some footage on it that I'd already copied over to my computer, but I think I feel a little bit embarrassed that somebody might find that card and see me talking to my camera, or I don't know. I guess it's nothing, but I guess it makes me just feel a little bit weird about that. Today was continuing on with the baffles in these S14 catch cans, trying to get them ready to send out for welding, and I realised, I'll just show you. So with these base panels that fit on the tank sort of like this, So I decided to attach this small piece to this panel here and keep this piece separate. But what I didn't consider was actually the two different directions that this panel will fold on. So what I'm going to do now is just shoot out and grab one of those little bench folders. I finally broke my protractor. It doesn't move at all anymore. This particular style, I'm having a really hard time trying to find one. I've just picked up a digital one, just a cheap digital one. It seems to be all that anyone really offers anymore. There is a very slight delay. If I move it very slowly, it operates in real time. That might just be a case of needing to get used to it. So 20 degrees on the digital gauge has folded these two exactly the same. I like it. So there's just one in there that I went to 22 degrees on, but for being hand bent, pretty accurate. Even though it's the simplest looking product that I've got, it's actually a really tricky one when it comes to fit up, just because there's so many parts and so many angles on that base. But 10 of these currently in production, and we'll start filling orders very, very soon. I'm really doing my best to get on top of stock holding and get on top of turnaround. I am going to wrap up and go home. And as always, thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate it. And I'm going to see you in the next one.